Hey guys, Sundara here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Today we are back with a very special build video, and it is actually coming up close to the 1-year anniversary of my first video here on YouTube, and I wanted to celebrate it by making a cupcake inspired house. Let's get into it. So I already have this shell built. This was the best that I could do because I just could not get the rounded walls to work. And I've kind of got like these jagged edges, almost like it's a cupcake liner. They don't all four corners don't look the same. I could not get it to look the same. So I did what I could. Right now I am just looking for a roofing, and I definitely wanted something like smooth and white, almost like it's frosting. But this was actually built, I started on the Avaris Acres lot in Newcrest, but that turned out to just be too big for me. So I did move it to the lot right next to it. It's called Asphalt Adobes. And that's also in Newcrest. This ended up being 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom and 58,962 simoleons. It will be available on the gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. So yeah, really, I just wanted to build this cupcake house to celebrate my 1-year anniversary of my first YouTube video. It's hard to believe that it's been a whole year. It's crazy, and to even look back and think that I'm almost at, when I'm recording this voiceover, I'm almost at 50 subscribers. That is so many more than I ever thought I would get, and it's just crazy to me. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. It's been amazing to see this channel grow, and I can't wait to see how far we'll grow into this new year. So yeah, right now I am just putting some siding on the house, and I kind of wanted 2 different colors for the cupcake liner. I just wasn't certain if I wanted to use 2 like completely different colors, if I wanted to use 2 colors that was the same, just different hues of the same color, like a dark blue and a light blue. But I did end up going with like this tealish blue and then this dark green, and I thought that looked really well together, and that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the house. I do end up putting in a lot of blue and green and teal, so yeah. And right now I'm putting out this door from the movie Hangout pack. I end up getting rid of it just because I did not like how old it looked. I just did not like how it was looking once I got to the inside, so I do end up getting rid of that. But the door that I end up using is still white, so it kind of still conveys the same look right here. I'm just kind of looking for a way to try and hide this roofing, or to try and hide this, like these jagged edges up top. And the way that I actually do it is I use these, like, I think they're called gumdrop bushes or something, but they look like they could just be colored icing with some sprinkles on them. So I just do that all around, and I'm not going to make you sit there and watch as I do that. So just finishing up here, and yeah, I really love the look of this. And then I'm going to put a few over the door, and I know there's nothing holding those up, but I don't know, this just really looked so cute in my opinion with that, so I really had to use it. And so right now I'm just doing the floor plan. Like I said, this does end up with 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, and I do actually have the kitchen and dining room enclosed, so that's what I'm trying to do now. And I tried for the longest time to actually get this house to be rounded, and then to just like put the the zigzaggy parts on the outside of that, and it just was not working for whatever reason. I just could not get what I wanted out of the circle house, or the circle walls, the rounded walls. So yeah, and I am adding in this half wall, and I was trying to make the whole wall the same height, but then this happy little accident happened, and I really liked the like 2-step of the wall, so I thought that was really cool looking. I do just put these subtle saucer lights in the entire house, and I don't change those. I didn't really want anything that would be too particular of a light, and then I meant to change them as I was going, but I just kind of left it. So I actually think it's fine because then it's not like distracting from the actual house. And my dilemma really was, am I going to try and make this look like the inside of a cupcake, like someone just carved out these rooms? But I decided against doing that, only because I really just wanted to be able to build like a functional house and have this look just fine. And this is where I have moved the house. You may actually see the old house like in the background while I'm building. But yeah, I have moved it. This is, I know it says Avaris Acres still, but I had downloaded it off the gallery and I had not changed the name of the lot, so that's why it still says that. Right now I'm just trying to pick out tile, and I actually ended up using one from Realm of Magic for both the bathroom and the kitchen. This one right here, it's just so pretty, and it was fitting with the color too. So I'm just going to put that all the way around for the kitchen and just start mapping out where my different areas are going to be. And then honestly, I just use this white wall for like everything else. The 2 bedrooms, the living area, the dining area, all of that was just that white wall. So moving on to the tile for the bathroom and the kitchen, I did end up using this one tile from the new pack for rent, the For Rent expansion pack. It's just a simple black and white tile, and I really loved how it looked, and it kind of gave me sort of more of those cupcake inspired type vibes, because you can like pipe frosting to look like those stars and stuff, so I really like that. And then I did use this hexagon floor from Eco Lifestyle, and then I really wanted a carpet in the 2 bedrooms, so I did end up using this carpet for the longest time from the Pastel Pop Kit. I do leave the blue carpet into the room that is going to end up being the kid/teen room, because I have enough room for 4 Sims in this house. And so I do change the one though in the main bedroom. I am putting out a outdoor trash can just so I don't forget, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a mailbox. I ended up going with the one from Seasons because I could get the different colors, and I kind of wanted it to have like the party, festive type vibes on it. So I do go with this like pastel rainbow color, and I just really like that. Plus the blue around it kind of matched the blue on the house, so I was really liking that. And then as far as a pathway from the front door to the sidewalk, just trying to figure out what would be the best. And I ended up going with this this flooring from Cottage Living, and I have the blue flowers in between it. I just thought that that looked so good. It's almost like little cookies pushed down into icing or something, so I really liked that. And then I am actually going to start on the bathroom, and this is a base game shower and tub combo. I just grabbed a base game toilet, and then I really wanted to do like almost, it's not a double sink, but it could be if I wanted it to be. It's just kind of like a counter moment here, and I really love these cabinets from Dream Home Decorator. They came in just the right teal color. So just going to pop in a base game sink and then try and get a mirror, and I really wanted a mirror that would go across the wall, but it was kind of just too big. And you'll see that here in just a moment. It kind of pokes out the back, and it just has this weird shadow and everything on the front. And then just going with this, but again, the mirror just wasn't in the right spot. So it took me a couple of tries, but I ended up on this mirror from Dream Home Decorator. And I was going to put like a plant or something up in the little shelf, but I don't know if anything even slots there or not. So I just actually decided to put a picture, almost like it was built in, this one right here, and I changed the swatch of the frame, and it kind of looks like it was built in and it was meant to be there, and I thought that that looked really nice, so I just kind of left that there. And then honestly, I just put out some clutter. These are like some bottles from the the bathroom clutter kit, the soap dispenser from the bathroom clutter kit. And then also I put out a towel, a hand towel on the wall, just going with a plain white one. And then this like box of stuff from the bathroom clutter kit. And then just going to move a couple of those items around, move the counter back into place, and then change the color of the hand soap. And honestly, all that was really left was just the toilet paper, which I had a very difficult time of putting in. You'll see that here. I could not, for whatever reason, get it to do unless I was like this close, and it was crazy. And then just going to put a towel by the shower. And I know that there's a towel on the shower, but I felt like they probably would have, for as many Sims as going to be in this house, I felt like they'd probably have at least one extra towel hanging up. Moving on to the entryway area, I did put in this rug. And this was kind of where I was noticing the scuff marks on the door, and I did not really want that for this Cupcake House. So I do end up going back and grabbing this door from Seasons, I believe. And I just pop that right on in, and it looks just as good. And then just going to go and grab a few essentials for the front entryway area. Like this umbrella stand, I get the thermostat, a little coat rack. And that one is also from Base Game. I get some shoes that is from Dream Home Decorator, I want to say. Yeah. And then just going to grab the decoration box as well, because I felt like this would be a fun house to have the decorations for. I don't know what it would look like with decorations. I did not look at that part, but yeah. So I just pop that right there. And then I move on to the kitchen. And again, I was thinking about using those teal counters from the Dream Home Decorator like I did in the bathroom. I did not, however, use those. I was kind of thinking more of a white, clean type look, just to kind of keep it a bit more focused like on the wall, I guess I would say. But I do use the cabinets from Dream Home Decorator, and just getting those right now and figuring out where everything is going to go. And I do put in the upper cabinets as well. This is one time where I felt like they actually worked well. So just going to get those in at this point in time. And just getting everything where I wanted it, trying to figure out which of the side cabinets I wanted to use. And then just going to finish up this wall as well. It's a pretty big kitchen for not such a big house. So I do end up using this trash can from the High School Years pack. And then I grab the Cool Kitchen refrigerator. And I ended up grabbing a Base Game stove. And I did think about changing the colors on the cabinets, but I really liked the white and keeping the focus and the color on like the tiles of the wall. So that's what I went with. So just going to grab this stove and then grab a fire alarm. Going to go and grab the Cool Kitchen sink. And I am sure that you have noticed already this house has no windows. That's kind of because of the lining on the outside. I didn't really want to have to deal with the jagged lines while building, so I just went with it. It did not have any windows. I felt like that was probably for the best. Just grabbing a few pieces of clutter for the cabinet for off top of the counters. And so then just going to go and look and see if there's anything else I wanted for the kitchen before I started moving stuff around. And I really liked this one wall decor piece from Nifty Knitting. I thought that it felt like it fit the color scheme, and it just gave a little pop. And I did think about like adding some plants to the top of the roof to try and make sprinkles. I just couldn't get anything, and it didn't even have to be plants. I was just thinking about trying to add something for sprinkles. I just could not get anything to look the way that I wanted it to. So that's why there's no sprinkles on this cupcake. So just going to grab this Base Game table for a dining room table. And then just going to go and look at the chairs. I do end up going with High School Years chairs. These ones right here. They kind of had that soft teal look to me, and I really just liked that. Grabbing this plant from Seasons to put on top of the table. And then honestly just trying to find something to go on the walls. I don't know why I made all the walls so white and bare, but I do try to fill out the space as much as possible. And I have play tested this house as much as I could possibly think to play test. As far as everything working, it worked fine for me. So if you download it from the gallery and something is not working, just let me know and I'll go back and take a look. But it does work for me, so I don't know about if something doesn't work. Right now I'm just trying to look for a plant to go over here in this corner. And I tried so many different options and so many different plants, but they just were not working well. So I ended up with this plant from Dine Out. And I really like how this one looks. So I just pop it over here in this corner. And then I'm just going to move on to the living room. After looking and make sure that there was nothing else I needed or wanted or any of that. So just going to grab a TV and then a TV console. The console is from Base Game. I don't keep it the green and brown color or the blue and black color. I just was trying to figure out what colors I wanted there. Like I said, this was kind of just trial and error, like a lot of my builds are. Just trying to figure out what would work and what wouldn't. And I kept coming back to this like tealish green color in pretty much everything. So that's kind of just how the house ended up, and I really like how it looks. So I did go with this couch from High School Years, and I really love this color, and I just changed the TV stand to be like brown and white instead. And so now I'm just looking for a rug, and I do grab this one. It's also from High School Years. And I really liked the colors with that, how it just flowed together. I did use this chair from Tiny Living as just a chair on both sides of the couch. And then honestly, I really wanted a bookshelf in here. But at this point in time, when I was grabbing this one and putting it over here on this wall, I was still thinking that one of the rooms was going to be a study or an office. And I honestly decided to get rid of that idea. I really just wanted it to be a 2-bedroom house. So just putting out a few plants here. So that bookshelf actually does not stay. And yeah, just trying to fill out the space a little bit, because I don't think that they have the kids with the toys out in the living room. I just don't think that they are that kind of family. I think they like, no, keep it in your bedroom. We're not cleaning the mess. You can have the toys and stuff in there. It does not need to be out in the living room. So yeah, just going to put up like a little picture gallery wall, and then just going to look for something for this other wall. Again, just trying to figure out the vibe and the theme of this house. It was just fun to build a cupcake house. So then just going to look, I did grab a knitting basket or a yarn basket to be able to, for your Sims to knit. And I ended up putting out the bonsai tree as well. I thought that that would be a cool addition to the house. I'd like never used that. I don't know if if I've ever had my Sims even play with that or mess around with that. So I thought that would be a pretty cool addition there. So just going to grab this rug to sort of fill in this space. And this is where I'm kind of thinking that I want the 2 bedrooms. So I'm going to put a desk from Dream Home Decorator over here. And then put a computer, a laptop, and a chair over here as well. And then just clutter it up a little bit. And I did get rid of that bookcase. I opted for one of those smaller ones just sitting here on the desk. I thought that that would be a better option in the long run. And then I really kind of wanted to use this half wall to my advantage, so I did put up a few pictures on it. And just going to put like that pear and apple, and then these like sunflowers. And then I kind of wanted a plant on the desk, and I was trying to figure out something that would not really obscure that photo. I really wished I had just moved that photo to the other side of the pear and apple, but I kind of like this little llama being here too. I thought that was cute, and it really fit the color, so I was very surprised about that. As far as a rug under the desk, I did go with one from high school years. It just had the right colors, and I love it so much. And then moving into the main bedroom, well, first I grab a piece of art for the beside the bathroom door. This one right here from City Living. Then moving into the main bedroom. It is the smaller of the two bedrooms, but I felt like that was okay just because of the fact that the other bedroom has two single beds in it, and it gives it a little bit more space for each child to sort of have their own space of the room. So moving into the main bedroom, I did change the carpet to this gray one, and then I kind of wanted like a fun accent wall almost, so that's what I'm looking for now. I don't know, I was having a hard time deciding if I wanted to keep like the blue and the teal going in here or what, or how I wanted to do it, if I wanted some sort of a print or wallpaper pattern, or there was just a lot of ways I could have gone with this. I ended up using this wallpaper. It's like an ombre teal effect, and that is from Base Game, and I really loved how it looked. So yeah, just going to go and find a bed, and I honestly thought that this season's bed would be the better option, but it ended up being this bed from Jungle Adventure. I love this bed. It comes in such good colors. And then this, I just gave this, put two of these little Base Game tables out as nightstands, grabbed this dresser and just put it over in the corner, and your Sims can get past that. And I did use a bowling, a clock from the bowling pack. I just thought that it fit so well. And then honestly, I just needed like some plants or something. And I really liked this plant from For Rent. And it came in such a good color too, with the vase just the right color I wanted. I tried sizing it down, and it was floating, and I just could not get it to act right, so I ended up going with, I believe, this cactus thing from Base Game. And then on the other nightstand, I put this set of magazines, and then I did go and grab a lamp. And I ended up grabbing one from Base Game and just made it white and got it over here on this nightstand just in the right spot. I did not put a rug in this room just because it does have carpet, and I just kind of felt like that would be a little weird, so I did not do that. I did put this picture from Dream Home Decorator above the bed. I thought it just looked really nice, and it had a lot of the teal and green and blue colors I was using. And then as far as over here on this wall, I ended up putting this picture from Dine Out. I love the like cherry blossom secure tree type vibes of it. It just seemed so calm and relaxing. I did leave this last wall blank. I was thinking about maybe adding some sort of skill item or something, but I just kind of left it there. I liked it how it was, to be honest. And then over here in this bedroom, I used these tiny living beds. They came in the absolute perfect color, especially with the flooring. I used these nightstands from high school years, and I was able to actually get quite a bit of clutter on these. So on this one that I'm thinking is probably the teen's bed, I did put like a little trolley car on the bottom. I think this teen is wanting to get out of here, so they've got their books up there as well, so they can study really hard to get out of this town. And on the other one for the child, I did put like a little stuffed animal within grabbing reach. If they have a nightmare or something, I put out this bed, this pillow from the Little Campers kit, I believe it is. And then at first I had a little teal ladybug on it, but I decided to use a different light that I've been wanting to use, so that's where I went. I did put out these like little fish things, almost as if this is like a school project. And here's the little ladybug. But then as I was searching for a nightlight, I saw at first this little owl, and I was going to put it there, but I just didn't really like how it looked, so I decided to move the ladybug on the bed, and I'll fiddle with that in a minute more. And I put this like moon and cloud light, and it's just so pretty. And I did end up putting out a little nightlight as well, just to keep hopefully the monsters away. And then I'm just going to fiddle around with this little ladybug character And yeah, so that was that. And your Sims can still sleep in that bed with the ladybug there. I did put in a dollhouse, just very sized down. Yes, there's a shadow behind it, but I think it's okay. And the animations are going to be a bit weird, but I really wanted a dollhouse plus some of the other toys in this room, and I felt like that was a good compromise. So I put in a toy box, and then over here on the teen side of the room, I do end up putting in a small desk from Tiny Living, a chair from the Pastel Pop Kit, and I just gave them one of the like journals from Parenthood. I thought that was so cool of an idea since the computer's out in the main living area. I don't think that these parents allow computers in bedrooms. So I put out this like piece of clutter with the scissors and the pins, and then I just gave a little plant over here as well. And then just going to look for some wall art. And I ended up putting out some of these pictures from City Living. Again, I think that this sim is very much, like this teen is very much dreaming of getting out of here and going to a different city and just trying to experience the world and explore the world and all of that. So I really tried to show that part. But I also thought that this sim was very into like the Zen and everything. So I did give this clutter of like the yoga mat rolled up and everything. And I do put out some yoga mats in the backyard. As far as the child sim goes, they are very animal focused. So I put out, or at least in my opinion, they're animal focused. So I did put out the animal pictures that we have from base game. So just doing that, and then I'm going to move them around several different times, just trying to figure out where I really wanted them. And I just wasn't liking how it was lining up at any point, so kind of moved them around and ended up just kind of putting them close together here. And then just looking for something else, if there was anything else I wanted to add to the walls. I thought about adding some of those void critter things, but I ended up just going with this simple set of pictures. And then I did not like that, so I changed it out for the Pastel Pop Kit. Again, just another simple set of pictures that really fit the color scheme. So I kind of think that maybe that was passed down from the elder sim, like the teen sim to the child sim, that set of paintings. So thought about putting another painting out, but I just did not really see anything that I liked. So yeah. Moving on to the landscaping and the backyard. Just going to put out a couple of trees. And I know these are not the trees that actually fit this world, but I kind of liked how they looked, so I just went with it. And then as far as the front goes, I am going to put out some of these blue flowers from the Romantic Garden stuff pack. And just going to put those on both sides of the house, just trying to give it a little bit of a garden type look to it, and just trying to figure out what else to put, because those flowers just wasn't the only thing that in my opinion it needed. So I ended up trying out a few different bushes and things and some flowers. I ended up going with this bush from base game just along in the front here, and I thought this looked really well, so I really liked how it looked, so I just kind of went with that, just putting out a few of them. And yeah, so just doing that, and I honestly just did not think that it needed too much else. So I put these flowers from base game around both of the trees. I just thought that that would be a cute little addition to have them like growing up and around. And just going to put it over here as well. And then as far as the backyard goes, I just really wanted to have some stuff that the Sims could use. So I did end up putting in a swing set. And at first I was going to go with this swing set, but I ended up looking again, and I went with the one from the, I want to say it's the Growing Together pack. Yeah, this one right here. because it's kind of like got that banner across the top, and I really like that, and I thought that that kind of worked for a celebration house. And then I did put in some monkey bars, and I went with a grill, this one right here, and then just going to go and grab a picnic table. Nothing too fancy. I really like the donut picnic table, but I don't know, I just could not bring myself to use that. But I did go with this teal one from the Growing Together pack. As far as the teenager goes, I feel like that he or she probably does yoga with one of their parents. So I do put out 2 yoga mats. Just trying to look at the different swatches here. And I really like this swatch. I thought it was fun. And then just going to go and grab another swatch. I really like this, like zigzag lines. And then going and grabbing one of these meditation poofs and putting it over here as well. So yeah, that was really all that the backyard had, or in my opinion needed. And then I kind of thought, what is this, a cupcake without a candle? So I did go on the gallery and I got this room of the eco lifestyle dyes and candles from Insect Garbage. That's their username. I'm not calling them anything. But this candle actually does not end up staying, just because of the fact that I was playtesting and I went back to take a screenshot of the house for the thumbnail, and the candle had melted. And I'm sure if I had unlit it before I put it up there, it probably would not have done that, but I just did not like that. So you'll see here in just a minute, I am going to change that. And right now I'm just doing terrain paint as per usual. I will not make you sit here and watch me do all of this terrain paint. It's just going to show a little bit of it, but I do get it around every bit of the house. And this is the melted candle. So yeah, I just decided to go and grab a light. I had seen one that I thought would look good while I was building the house, and I was like, oh well, that would look like a candle. So yeah, just going to go and find it. It is this one right here from City Living. I am going to size it up and raise it up. And this actually does turn on at night as well. You'll see that here in just a moment, because I kind of wanted to see how that would look. And I just thought that looked so pretty. And then I realized that while looking at that, I realized I didn't have lights anywhere else on this house on the outside. So I do go back and I put in these Growing Together lights here by the doorway. And then this like little globe light, I think this is from My Wedding Stories. It was able to be hidden so well in so many places. So I do end up putting it in the bushes there. I end up putting it like by the tree, but I do end up hiding it inside both of these trees. So and I was thinking about having it by the grill as well, but I ended up doing something else for the grill area. But yeah, I'm just going to size this one down and hide it in the tree. It still gives off the same amount of light. I'm just going to hide that one in that tree. And then just trying to figure out what to do for lighting over here in the grill area. I do end up grabbing these lights from City Living and just placing those by the grill. And that's the build. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching. This build will be available on the gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone!